Would you like to demystify Bitcoin for yourself while stacking small pieces of it every day? That's the mission of Satsman, an educational web app like Duolingo that positions you to use the money of the future. Hi, I'm Jason Sellers. I didn't create Satsman, that would be this gentleman, Brian McGinty, but I discovered it in March of 2026, so at the time of this recording, I've only been using it for a few months, and Satsman has existed for less than 6 months. After digging through it and testing out the free version for a while, I decided to subscribe to its highest tier, and joined the 500 founders as founder number 157. That gives me full access to everything Satsman offers, along with the highest bonuses, but more on that later. This video is a tour of Satsman. Future videos will follow me on my Satsman journey as I complete the 3 missions each day and give my unfiltered, unscripted commentary on them. I'll also show you the sats I'm stacking. Sats, if you're unaware, which is short for Satoshis, are each a 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. And I'll also show you the army of Bitcoin learners I'm gathering. And that's one of the coolest things about Satsman, after the excellent Bitcoin education, of course. You can build your own army of Bitcoin learners and earn residual income when they complete their daily missions. Now, if that sounds to you like a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, you're not alone. I thought so myself at first, but Satsman is definitely not an MLM or a pyramid scheme. Here's why. First, unlike with MLMs, you're not required to recruit anyone to it. You'll be helping to spread Bitcoin adoption if you do, and you'll earn more sats when your referrals complete their daily missions, but you can still earn sats simply by completing your own daily missions without recruiting anyone. Second, you're not buying or selling any products. You're just learning about Bitcoin, and if you want, you can offer the same educational opportunity to those who aren't using Bitcoin yet. Third, Satsman runs on a sustainable business model in which all funds come from ad sponsorships and optional subscriptions. And finally, you only earn sats from your direct recruits, and possibly their recruits if you choose to subscribe to the Pro or Pro Max tiers. You don't get paid from massive downlines like with actual MLMs. You led these recruits to where they can learn about Bitcoin, and possibly help them lead others to it as well, so you should get a small reward for that. But getting paid from anyone farther removed from you wouldn't make sense, and would definitely make Satsman more like an MLM. So with that out of the way, let's take a tour through the website. I'm recording this at the beginning of June 2026, so if the website has changed since I made this video, you may have to find your own way around a little bit. If you're not already there, go to satsman.com or scan the QR code on the screen. At the top of the homepage, you'll see a short video that I highly recommend you watch. If you're following along with me, feel free to pause this video so you can watch that one, and then come back to this one. I'll wait. Hopefully now you're back from watching that intro video. You'll see a lot of live stats like these all over the website. Just remember that these won't be the correct numbers anymore by the time you're watching this video. So make sure to look at all of them on the website, as they show just how quickly Satsman is growing, and by extension, Bitcoin adoption as well. This homepage gives a good introduction to what you can do on Satsman. There are 3 daily missions: Sats Price Discovery, a Bitcoin Fact of the Day, and the Orange Pill Poll, but more on those later. Scrolling down, the website tells you that on Satsman, you'll get a structured education with fun, progressive Bitcoin missions designed to build real understanding. You'll also get real Bitcoin rewards, so there are no points or tokens that you redeem for sats. Just real sats, credited to your reward balance, and which you can later withdraw to your own Bitcoin wallet. And Satsman runs on a sustainable business model, powered by sponsors and subscribers. It's built for long-term Bitcoin adoption. As you build your army, you'll get some one-time bonuses for reaching each milestone. And these are the current number of active users, sats earned, missions completed, and the number of countries all the Satsman users are from. This is a really neat tool. It shows you how many users are in each of these countries. It looks like there's a good number of us from my own country, the United States, but right now Nigeria is absolutely dominating on this map. People throughout Africa are taking the orange pill, so don't underestimate them. And here are the 3 subscription tiers at Satsman: Free, Pro, and Pro Max, as well as the option to become one of the 500 founding members. On the free tier, you get the 3 daily missions and can earn 7 sats from each one. You'll get a welcome bonus of up to 350 sats, as well as all bonuses for streaks and army growth. Your activity will put you on the leaderboard, your Bitcoin withdrawals will take up to 48 hours to complete, and you'll earn 7% of all the sats your referrals earn when they complete their missions. And you'll also get 1 streak shield per month, with a max of 2 saved up, and access to the basic marketing kit to help you bring your friends and family to Satsman and Bitcoin. The Pro tier costs $4.99 if you pay monthly, or $49 if you pay annually. With it, you get everything in the free tier, along with twice as many sats from each mission, so 14 instead of 7, 14% commissions from your own referrals, and 7% from their referrals, your own AI recruitment officer to give you tips on how to build your army, 3 streak shields per month with a max of 5 saved up, priority support and early access, the Pro Marketing Suite filled with advanced materials and guides, and a game called Satscipher, which is basically a Bitcoin-themed version of Wordle, in which you can earn up to 100 sats. You also get special perks when you pay annually instead of monthly. At the Pro tier, you can withdraw your sats when you accumulate 7,500 of them instead of the typical 10,000. The Pro Max tier costs $9.99 if you pay monthly or $99 if you pay annually. With it, you get everything in the free and Pro tiers, along with 21 sats for each mission, priority withdrawals that take up to 24 hours instead of 48, 21% commissions from your own referrals, and 14% from their referrals, your own personal AI coach, 5 streak shields per month with a max of 7 saved up, and advanced analytics and insights about your army. And in addition to your access to Satscipher, where you can earn up to 150 sats per day, you'll also have access to SatStack, a Bitcoin-themed 2048 game, where you can earn up to 3,090 sats per day, though many of the best players tend to earn around 180 sats per day. And if you're one of the first 500 to pay for an annual Pro Max subscription, you'll become a founding member. In addition to everything in the previous tiers, the Auto Army Builder will add new soldiers to your army when they sign up without a referral link. So even if you think you don't know anyone who would be interested in joining Satsman, you will gradually have more and more people from around the world added to your army. As a founder, you will also get exclusive access to the Founders Telegram group, where you can strategize with other founders, including the creator of Satsman, Brian McGinty. You'll also get a permanent founder title, though founder benefits will renew annually, and you'll get access to the full SBI intelligence program, but more on that later. As of the time of this recording, 251 founder slots have been claimed, so less than half of them remain. I strongly recommend that you become a founder. Yes, it costs $99 per year, but if you put forth the effort to grow your army, it's possible to earn that back. I already have, though I must admit that your experience may not be like mine. So at least give all these benefits some careful consideration, especially the Auto Army Builder. Next, we have several testimonials about the SBI, or the Satsman Bureau of Intelligence. The SBI is a special course that will teach you everything you need to know about Bitcoin. There are 3 sections, and at the free tier, you'll be able to access the first section after staying active for 14 days. At the Pro tier, you'll have access to the first 2 sections, and at Pro Max, you'll have access to the whole thing. Oh hey, I know that guy. Here are the most recent founders, those who have completed the most missions, and those with the highest daily streaks. Here are some of the most frequently asked questions, links to Satsman social media pages, and a link to where you can start signing up. Under that, and at the bottom of every page, is some general information that I recommend you look through, if you want to understand more about the company. That's the whole homepage. This video is already getting pretty long, so let's open the menu at the top of the page and quickly review everything there. We have these general categories: Home, which we just reviewed, Features, Learn, Community, and Company. Opening features, we have Daily Missions, Satscipher, Satstack, and Store. Let's open Daily Missions to learn more about them. Here it explains that the purpose of these missions is to help you earn real sats and build the Bitcoin habit. There are 3 new missions every day, and they each take about 30 seconds to complete, so they're a great way to start your day without needing to sacrifice more of your limited time. And once again, the 3 missions are the Price Discovery Quiz, the Bitcoin Fact of the Day, and the Orange Pill Poll. Money is like a language, so the Price Discovery Quiz is a great way to train your mind every day to start thinking in sats rather than in dollars, euros, or whatever your local currency may be. Each Bitcoin Fact of the Day will tell you something that you should know about Bitcoin, and the Orange Pill Poll lets you share your voice by voting on something related to Bitcoin, and then shows you how all the other Satsman members voted too. As I already explained, you can upgrade to unlock games like Satscipher and Satstack to earn more sats, and to boost the number of sats you earn from the missions. And in Satsman, consistency and discipline are vital. As you reach certain streak milestones, and as you upgrade your account, you'll receive more sats rewards. Going back up to the menu, then Features, and then Satscipher, this page explains more about what it is, how to play it, and the number of sats you can earn from it. There are 5 levels in it, so it takes you on a year-long journey through different 5-letter words that are related to each level's purpose in some way. Back at Features, and then Satstack, This page also explains what the game is, how to play it, and how many sats you can earn from it. And the store takes you to where you can buy Satsman merch. Some items are only available to founding members, though, which is another reason why you should consider becoming one. Going back up to the menu, let's go to the Learn tab. Under Learn, you'll see a drop-down with 5 pages: How it works, BTC Basics, SBI Intelligence, News, and The Doctrine. Let's visit how it works first. As you might expect, and as I've already touched on a bit, this page explains the underlying mechanics behind Satsman. You'll learn all about the different stages of using Satsman, the process from joining to earning real sats, and all the different missions and games you can enjoy. It also talks about the SBI, where you can dig deeper and enhance your knowledge about Bitcoin, and how sharing Satsman will help you earn more sats faster. One thing that really impressed me when I first got into Satsman is their sustainability promise. It's very forward-thinking and shows that Satsman was built to last for a long time, not just a year or two. If you run an organization, you can use the SBI to train your team and get everyone certified for interacting with the future of money. And, as explained before, you can try out Satsman for free, and then upgrade for greater access and higher rewards when you're ready. If you ever have a friend who's confused about what exactly they're supposed to be doing on Satsman, this is the perfect page to send them to. Next on the menu is BTC Basics. If you or your recruits are completely new to Bitcoin, this is the absolute best place to start. It first gives you 6 basic and essential facts that everyone who uses Bitcoin should know, as well as many key dates and milestones from Bitcoin's history. There are helpful charts and a glossary of Bitcoin terms, and a link to enter the SBI when you're ready to expand your Bitcoin knowledge. Which brings us to the SBI Intelligence page, or the Satsman Bureau of Intelligence. I mentioned this earlier when we were looking at the homepage, but this goes into a lot more detail about the premium educational course and what you get from it. Hey look, there I am again. After the SBI link is the news page. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's where you'll find links to news articles about the latest developments in the Bitcoin space. And finally, at the bottom of the Learn tab, we have The Doctrine. I highly recommend visiting this page and pausing this video to listen to the Satsman Anthem. It's really inspiring. Go ahead, pause this video now to listen to the Satsman Anthem. I hope you had the chance to listen to that. This page basically covers the core philosophy and manifesto behind Satsman, laying out exactly why sound money matters, the ethical importance of a decentralized network, and why Satsman was built in the first place. Next is the Community tab, where you'll find these pages: Leaderboard, Founders, Army Honor Roll, Rewards, Referral Program, Army Council, and Recent Withdrawals. The Leaderboard page is where you'll find all the top stats for Satsman members, whether for the number of missions completed, the longest streaks, the top earners for each week, month, and all time, the highest Sat Cipher scores for each week, month, and all time, the highest SatStack scores for today, this week, and all time, the top countries where Satsman members are from, and the top recruiters for each week, month, and all time. The Founders page has all the information on why you should become a founder, as well as a complete list of all the founders. And if we scroll down a bit, look, there I am. The Army Honor Roll page lists all the ranks you can achieve on Satsman, and showcases all the members who have achieved each of the highest ranks. As you'd expect, the Rewards page explains in depth all the rewards you can earn on Satsman. These start with the welcome bonus and continue on to the daily mission rewards at each tier, and from bonus missions for Pro and Pro Max members, streak bonuses, streak shields, how referral commissions work at each tier, and examples of the commissions you can earn at each tier. It then goes on to explain the Army rank system and the bonuses you'll earn at different Army growth milestones. There's a daily drawing for 5,000 sats that any member can enter, and instructions on when you're able to withdraw your sats. This is initially set at 10,000 sats to mitigate against bots and fake accounts, but this threshold drops when you upgrade to Pro or Pro Max. And when you're ready to start earning a serious number of sats on Satsman, click on the Explore Professional Income button to visit the next page, all about the referral program. This page shows that while 100 sats per day may not feel like a lot, 5 Bitcoin per day didn't feel like a lot in 2010 either. But now we know that it was quite a lot. So with constantly rising demand for Bitcoin meeting its perfectly fixed supply of 21 million, Bitcoin's price can only go up in the long term. So people in 2040 will likely look back at 100 sats the way we look back at 5 Bitcoin now. Then there's this excellent video that explains why you should subscribe to Pro Max. It makes sense financially, even when all the founder spots are filled, but it especially makes sense now when you can still become a founder. Go ahead and pause this video to watch that one. Here's a fun calculator you can play with to figure out how much you can earn on Satsman with different variables. Definitely play around with this and use it to plan your future growth. This page then has a lot more details about how commissions work, what activities from your referrals will give you commissions, and some tips for success. Hey, I'm doing this one right now. Moving on to the Army Council page, this is where you'll find a list of the most elite recruiters in the Satsman Army. They are officially recognized, licensed, and authorized to lead the Sats Awakening through both online and in-person Satsman events. The last page of the Community tab is the Recent Withdrawals page. If you need evidence that others are successfully withdrawing their Sats into their own Lightning wallets, this is it. But remember, as this page explains, Satsman is here to build for the year 2040 and beyond, not tomorrow. This is a bit of a tangent, but perhaps my favorite concept in economics is that of time preference, which describes how much we each discount the future in favor of the present. The more you eat the seed corn, or sacrifice tomorrow for a better today, the higher your time preference. But the more you sacrifice ease and comfort today to build a better tomorrow, the lower your time preference. Civilizational progress and prosperity in general result from a low time preference, while consumerism, conflict, and degradation of society in every way result from high time preference. Bitcoin's 21 million hard cap naturally encourages its users to lower their time preference, leading to abundance, innovation, and peace throughout literally every area of society. So, by extension, Satsman encourages you to have a low time preference too. Going back up to the tabs, the next one is the Company tab, which includes pages like Who Are We?, SBI Corporate, Corporate Sponsors, and Support Satsman. The Who Are We page gives a high-level overview of Satsman's purpose and story. As it says, Satsman is the platform bringing Bitcoin to the next 100 million people. Here's some general information about Satsman's creator, Brian McGinty. And here are some great reasons to work with Satsman. And here's what Satsman believes. Sound money is a human right. Financial education changes lives. Bitcoin is the most important invention since the internet. No altcoins, ever. I love it. And here's some information for organizations that want their teams to be fully educated about Bitcoin. As I explained earlier, they'll get structured intelligence training, verifiable certifications, and an admin dashboard to track their team's progress. Speaking of which, moving right along to the SBI corporate page, this explains why organizations like banks, financial planners, and others should use the SBI to position their business for the orange tidal wave that's coming. Every employee receives a verified digital certificate, a permanent credential URL, a 148-page PDF of the SBI field manual, 90 intelligence briefings, a full Satsman platform account so they can continue to stack sats long after completing this program, and lifetime certificate retention. Organization leaders also get an admin dashboard that shows them how everyone on their team is progressing through the SBI briefings. And after that, there are 3 corporate packages to choose from, which are priced according to each seat per year. Moving on to the corporate sponsors page, this is a dashboard of live statistics for current and potential sponsors to view, so they can see how many active members from countries around the world will see their advertisements. The rest of the page is filled with information on how businesses in the Bitcoin space can sponsor Satsman and get themselves seen by tens of thousands of individuals every day. And then the Support Satsman page is, as you might have guessed, all about how you can support Satsman, and why you should. Satsman accepts fiat, sats over Lightning and on-chain, and even the sats you've earned through Satsman. Those are all the tabs at the top of the website, but that's not the end of this tour. I also want to point out the live support button down here, where you can ask an AI agent any questions you may have. If you want to ask a human a question instead, email support@satsman.com and ask your question. They have a really good response time, so that's a great way to find answers or report bugs. Feel free to also ask questions in the comments section under this video, and I'll do my best to answer them. So let's get started with creating your account. Click on either Start Earning Sats on the homepage or Get Started here at the top of the screen. That will take you to the place where you can register and create your account. Enter your first and last names, and then make up a username you want to go by on Satsman. You'll then need to enter your email address and a referral code. I recommend you enter geekigai, but if you were referred by someone else, their username will automatically appear here. If you don't have a referral code and you don't want to use mine, simply click here and Satsman will automatically assign you to one of the founders. Choose the country where you live, and then you have the option to add your phone number if you wish. Then click Create Account, wait for the verification email to arrive, and follow the steps given to verify your account. You may notice that you didn't set up a password for your account. That's because every time you sign in, you will be sent a verification code in your email, and then use that to log in. I'm going to do that now so I can show you what to expect when you sign in.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I've just copied the 6-digit code from the email that Satsman sent me, and I've signed in. You'll notice right away that there is now a menu at the bottom of the screen with tabs called Home, Missions, Wallet, My Army, and Arsenal. The Home tab is mostly the same as the regular home page, but with one significant difference. Scroll down, and you can click here to enter a daily prize drawing of 5,000 sats. It doesn't take much to do that, so just make sure you do that every day. Now let's go to the Missions tab. Here you'll see the ad of the week right at the top, and under that are your 3 basic missions: Sats Price Discovery, the Fact of the Day, and the Orange Pill Poll. If you have subscribed to Pro or Pro Max, you will also see the Sat Cipher and Sat Stack games under those, as well as a place where you can share a video about Satsman and earn up to 1,000 sats for it. In the much shorter videos that will follow this one, I will record my screen as I complete the 3 main missions and comment on them. I plan to do those daily and they'll never be scripted. In the free version of Satsman, you'll have to wait a few seconds after completing each mission before you can claim your sats. But since I'm subscribed to Pro Max, I won't have to do that. Moving on to the Wallet tab, you can see how many sats you have won and are waiting to be withdrawn. Yes, these really are the sats I've earned as of the time of this recording. This is my current total balance. These are ready to withdraw just as soon as enough of them have matured. These are still maturing, and these are the next sats that will unlock on each of the upcoming days. This is the total amount I've earned through Satsman since I started in March of 2026. And this is where they've all come from. This button would take me back to the mission page, this one would take me to the Satsman store, and this one will allow me to withdraw my sats, once enough of them have matured, of course. And this is a full list of all my transactions, so I can keep track of where my sats are coming from and where they went if I withdrew them. After that is the My Army tab. This is your dashboard for everything related to your army, both your immediate L1 recruits and their recruits, or your L2. And yes, this is my real army at the time of this recording. You know, something I've noticed as I've used Satsman is that I'm finding I'm spending a lot more time on this page than my wallet page. It's similar to how, when you're new to Bitcoin, you tend to watch price charts a lot, but as you get used to it, you find yourself watching Bitcoin's time chain more often. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, here on the My Army tab, you also see any SPI clearances you get, important links, a quick glance at your total sats balance, the number of missions you've completed, and your streak shields. I'm currently in the discipline stage of my Sat Cipher words, and these are my latest achievements with my army. Here's where I can get my referral links, see my army milestones and distribution, what countries all my immediate L1 recruits are from, and my current army rank. Then there are these advanced analytics, where I can see exactly where my sats are coming from, including my Pro Max performance, all my earnings, and my army's performance. And at the bottom of this page is my team's data table, where I can keep track of all my L1 recruits. This shows me everything, from their username to their country, when they joined Satsman, their army rank, how many missions they've completed, how many recruits they have, how many sats they've earned, their current daily streak, when they were last active, their active or pending status. Someone becomes active when they complete a mission on 3 separate days, and not necessarily consecutive ones. What plan they've subscribed to, and their email address, so I can contact them and remind them to complete their missions. I won't show these here, of course, for privacy reasons. This is my immediate army, and I have all this information so I can make sure they're having a good time on Satsman, learning all about Bitcoin, and stacking lots of sats. And the last tab is the Arsenal. This is where you can find lots of information, tools, and resources to help you share Satsman with others. Clicking on Generate QR brings up my referral link in a QR code, and from there I can share it or simply copy it to share it somewhere online. But there's so much information and so many helpful resources here, it would take me hours to go through it all, and this video is long enough. So that's it. That's a full tour of everything on Satsman.com. You now have a much better idea of what to expect when using Satsman and how to use it to not only stack sats, but much more importantly, to supercharge Bitcoin adoption. Thanks to Satsman, hyper-Bitcoinization is that much closer. With it, we can build a world without the fiat system, a world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries, a world where anything is possible. Whether you want to be a part of that or not, is a choice I leave to you.